fun. And we're back. So, all right. So, you call Detective Strange. The phone rings about 5 times, and you hear the phone pick up. And you hear it say, Major Crime Desk, this is Detective Michael Strange. How can I help you?
Detective, this is Errant.
Oh, Aaron.
I wonder if you've heard anything about the lower key robberies that have been taking place over the past few days.
Lower key robberies over the past few days. Any particular common theme?
Power out, explosions, only cash taken, tend to be places with low security.
Okay. That's not really my desk. I handle major crime, but
Don't forget the Radio Shacks, the technology stuff.
He said he doesn't handle it.
But I can look into it though. I can find out who's looking into this, and
There seems to be something interesting. We really only came across it almost by chance. They seem to be using the sewer system in order to make their hits.
huh?
There's also some very strange. I don't know. It just seems strange to me. We
Okay.
smelled fish there.
Fish.
Fish.
That's odd. Well, let me call the I forget which the name of I forget the actual name of the group would be actually in a police department. It's not it's not homicide, it's not vice. It's, frack. I can't remember this personally. Damn it. That's me, Peter, not remembering it.
Okay.
So yeah, he'll route you over there. He'll call some of his buddies down in that department, and either he'll get back to you or they'll call you.
All right. Thank you, Detective.
All right. About 15 minutes later, you guys get another call. It's from the police department.
All right.
Yeah. This is Detective McMichaels. Hi. This is Aaron.
Yes, it is.
Excellent. All right. Yeah. You're the one who called in the robbery at the credit union last night, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that actually does seem to be, its MO seems to be tying into a series of robberies we've been looking into. Take it you guys, since you guys stumbled across it, you think there might be a pattern that you might be able to look into, you're saying? I'm guessing?
Well, it's strange. We think that there's some sort of connection. They seem to be operating out of the sewer system.
Interesting.
And from what my colleagues have told me, they seem to have somebody in their group who is incredibly handy with technology, but isn't working with incredibly good resources. There's something that we found at the scene of the crime that appeared to be disabling the security system.
That box thing that Androbot handed over. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I can forward on the. I can send you guys some of the information about what's been hit. That's all public record and such. I'll email along the copies of all the copies of all the stuff that's available that'd be available publicly that we that wouldn't be appropriate that'd be appropriate to send on someone who's not technically in part of the department. If you guys see anything that might be useful, please do let us know. I always like getting outside help is not something I turn away.
All right.
So yeah, do you guys think there might be some sort of metahuman thing behind this then?
We're not sure, but there are a few suspicious things that we noticed. It's possible. Enderbot pointed out to us that it smelled like fish.
Fish?
Fish. It smelled like sardines to me.
Okay. I'm not sure what to do with that, but I'll note it down. most of our guys didn't really notice anything above the smell of the cordite. So, but yeah, we'll yeah, I'll scan the stuff in and send it along. You guys should get about half an hour or so.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. As I said, here, let me give you my number for my desk if you need to call me direct.
All right,
it gives you the number for his desk number.
Okay.
Thanks, man. I hope you guys find something that'll help us out because we're there's definitely a sort of similar MO on all these robberies, but we got nothing. So I mean, beyond there's you'll see what we got in the files. We've not really been able to track it beyond what we've got so far. It's only been a couple of nights, not even a week. So we're hoping to get a break soon. But if you guys can provide one sooner, that's awesome.
Oh, we're just doing the best we can as well.
Thank you, man. I'll talk to you guys later. And he hangs up. About half an hour later, you guys do get an email with a large number of attachments.
Oh, good.
Yeah, let's start looking through this, I guess.
All right, you guys scan through it. Each of you give me investigation checks on this. See what impertinent details you can pull out beyond the obvious ones that I'm going to tell you. Okay, well, John gets basically all the pertinent details.
Okay. That is higher than I can possibly roll.
Well, John is very good at investigation.
I rolled a 1.
All right, so the obvious details, which I'll go over first.
Aaron's head kind of slumps and he snores for a little bit. Man.
Yeah, the obvious details, the locations of all the robberies, you can sort of draw those into the map, which you've got overlaid with the sewer maps. It does turn out that all the places that have been hit are in fact right near sewer, basically manholes, or just areas where you can get out of the sewers easily. Let's see, other pertinent details that are noticed that are not obvious. There are reports of finding bits of mechanical devices outside the buildings, which would jive with the boxing you guys took off the power lines. And Gav, through sort of thinking about it and remembering a few details you've seen in town and such, it would without. It's not something the cops noted, but you're fairly certain that like these spots are directly under where the power lines go into the building.
Right.
So you're fairly certain that the remnants of this stuff is definitively the same stuff and is same thing as that box and was attached to the power lines of the building.
Yeah.
Things that are, let's see, other not obvious stuff. It's very clear that all the places definitely there's definitely usage of cheaper explosives. All of them seem to have been using some sort of basically cordite or black powder for the detonator, basically. And anything that could be cut open easily. All the places that there were explosives used, not all of them were. There's definitely evidence of, at very minimum, sort of a high temperature torch to cut open stuff. Possibly something even higher tech than that. It could be like a powerful laser or something, maybe even.
Right.
It's hard to tell that specifically from what the cops have recorded. You don't have the full workups from the crime lab because they're busy working on higher priority stuff first. So, because crime labs don't do things instantaneously, unlike the TV shows.
Yeah.
Like, do you guys know how long it takes to actually get a DNA test done? Fucking long time. And there is no zoom and enhance.
Unless you move your head closer.
Well, you can do that, but it's nowhere near as good as it is in TV shows. At any rate,
Enhance.
Yeah.
They actually used that gag in a webcomic called Kid Rad. Did a spoof on it with video game characters. It's like, we found a single pixel at the scene of the crime. Okay, zoom in and enhance. We can't. It's a pixel.
It's as small as it gets.
Did you see the Red Dwarf one? In Back to Earth, where they took the complete piss out of it.
No.
They managed to bounce. They wanted to see what was on a card in a photograph, but they wanted to see what was on the back. So they managed to reflect it off of a window, off of a droplet of sweat that was on somebody's shoulder, and bounce the fucking image all the way around so they could see the back of this card.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
All right. There is also a let's see. In a couple of places, there are notes that they did find traces of what they think was seawater.
Right.
Very small traces. There are notes from one cop who did think he smelled sardines. That's sort of often like a margin somewhere.
Yeah.
You are, Gav, you are fairly certain that these are all performed by the same crew.
Yeah.
You also note that there are marks that look like they were made by something with metal feet on a couple places.
Metal feet.
Yep. In addition to everything else. Like, it's, metal sort of scuff marks on, like, linoleum floors and such. Basically, the lab basically is reporting that there's basically, like, metallic scuff marks on the floor. You're able to look at it and identify the fact that you're fairly certain that these are basically, like, foot treads.
While John is looking at this, I would like to get out a map of the city and start basically, making marks on the areas that we know have been hit.
Yep.
And get into the looking for a pattern stage of this.
Honestly, at a glance, it looks like if you do it by sort of chronologically, it looks like it's moving from there's nothing that's happening on sort of like in the coastal areas, like right in the dock district. It's all basically outside that area, and it looks like it's been moving inland over time.
Huh. Okay.
And as I said, every place does seem to be right by a sewer exit. Honestly, both of you guys can give me another investigation roll. Actually, Aaron, you give me that right now. You give me that one right now since you're doing it right. Since you're actually thinking about this right now.
It's only 13.
Well, this isn't that hard actually.
Oh, okay.
Since you asked the specific question, honestly, there's another credit union about 15 blocks away from the one that was hit last night.
Further inland and by a sewer entrance.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna circle that.
So, at a guess, if they were to hit something immediately, that would probably be a good spot to think about that they might try.
How frequently have the robberies been happening? Is it like once a night? Is it sporadically?
It's basically been about 5 robberies over the past roughly week, all at nighttime.
Oh, okay. So it's almost nightly then.
Right now, yeah, it is.
All right, and I guess considering I rolled the 1 on the looking over the files, I'll be doing that while he's actually reading everything.
All right. Yep. So, Gav, is there anything else? Any other detail? Is there any other questions you want to ask about what I've told you that might be answerable?
So just to clarify in my head, the pattern that we've seen is basically it's coming from the coast.
Yep.
And spreading out in towards the city.
Yep.
Erin's marked one out that's a potential. Okay. So that'd be where they go for the next money hit. The other thing is working out whether when it's going to be a tech hit, when it's going to be a money hit.
Well, the bank was the first money hit. The first time they actually had a bank. The credit union was the first time they went somewhere that wasn't primarily for stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder. Right. So So they're stealing money, but they're getting all their tech low on the they're stealing all their tech. What are they spending the money on?
Pizza.
I mean, it's a bit hard for us to just go, right, who spent more than $1,000 in the last day, But
Yeah, and it's not like, they're marked bills or anything.
yeah, okay. I'm just trying to think from John's paranoid, think of every angle mind.
Absolutely.
Oh, but the knight is behind this too. Just think of what he could accomplish with another 0.1% income.
Tell me my line of logic was wrong.
Your line of logic was wrong.
Nice.
Oh, the one you actually came up with. Oh.
Yeah, the one I actually came up with. Okay. Oh. Okay, well, we'll carry on as we are for now. We'll start investigating the places we think we're going to go. So there's no further leads I can think of. However, when we do investigate any crimes that pop up, I do want to try and see if I can notice, improvements in their equipment, or just clues as to if they're improving their resources with the money they're stealing, or whether they're trying to spend it elsewhere. You know what I mean?
Sure. Actually, Kev, you can give me a roll if you'd like. Investigation, see if it looks like the tech on the stuff that's been used has been upgraded, if you'd like. All right, a 26. From what you're looking at, it looks like It looks like the actual sort of stuff that's being used really hasn't gotten any better than any of the robberies so far.
Right.
It started off pretty high. The thing is that despite the sort of low, there's definitely it's high tech high tech given the level of resources that he's been using is the impression you're getting. But hasn't really improved it much since then.
Okay. So the money's going to be going somewhere. It's not. Most crime basically is self-perpetuating. They spend they spend the money, they steal the money to spend the money to gain them power. But no one's come up on the radar of powers moving in, that sort of thing. With all the crime families and organizations in this city, a new one appearing would cause something. We'd know something. I do think the docks warrant some attention. See if anybody's arrived in the last few weeks.
All right, that's an interesting theory. Meanwhile, I'm going to scope out this one.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying. I'll come with you for that one, but yeah, I'm just saying the docks might be something afterwards if we're not a lead.
If we don't actually make any progress from that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, my question then is, when are you going to check out this particular new small bank?
Tonight.
Tonight. Okay. And when are you going and how are you approaching it?
Not with a loud noise-making motorcycle.
That's probably wise.
I will. Let's see. Let's see. I would like to be across the street, I guess, like in an alleyway,
Okay.
because I don't want to be hiding in the alleyway that they'll actually walk into, but I want to be able to see them come out.
Fair enough. Okay. And Gav, what are you doing?
I will go for plan number 1 and just try and stealth like shit.
So you both are going to be hiding. About what time are you planning on getting there?
Before sunset.
Before sunset. Okay. Then I will...
Sorry, I'm going to try and position myself somewhere where I can see the manhole cover. Or there's the local sewer entrance.
All right. The best way, the entrance you're looking for, the best way to be able to see it would be a hard place to hide yourself is the problem.
Oh. Okay. Okay, well, either that or at least I can see to. And I mean, where is it? Where is it? Is it down an alley? Is it?
Yeah, it's down an alley.
Okay, well, I'll at least try and position myself so I can see down the alley, but maybe not specifically to the manhole cover.
All right, so I need stealth checks from both of you.
Okay. God damn it! Do I have a hero point left? I think I've got one left. Burning them all tonight.
Ah! Yeah, I'll spend a hero point.
God damn it!
Well, it brings you up to 21
I see
instead,
a
Gav.
21.
Okay, I forgot about the plus 10.
Ha!
And errant is like the night. Huh? Huh?
Waka waka.
All right. So you guys are hidden yourselves in your little nooks and crannies in the alleyways and such, keeping an eye on the place. Time passes. The sun sets. It gets dark. All right. Give me a perception check, each of you.
Well, Gav got a 15.
Yeah.
Okay. Neither of you rolled awesome, but both of you think you hear sort of a very faint, almost like a turbine sound from sort of somewhere off. Gav, you're really certain it's coming from somewhere down the alleyway.
Turbine?
Yeah, but it sounds like it's like almost like from underground. Very faint.
Oh my god, they've got sewer skateboards.
And then about 5 minutes later, Gav, give me another perception check.
I see nothing!
All right. Well, it's not. You are looking down the alleyway. It's sort of hard to see.
Yeah.
You do think you see the man. You eventually notice that you think the mantle cover has moved, and you see a small form, sort of up in the air above a small humanoid form up in the air above the ground.
Right.
And it seems to be coming back down towards the manhole. And at about that time, you both need to give me another perception check.
Both 16.
16. You both think you hear some sort of noise coming from inside the bank.
What kind of noise?
Sort of a faint rumbling noise.
Huh.
Shit. If I'm going to put my hand on the ground, can I feel any sort of vibration?
Yes!
Oh, they're going underground. Right, is there another manhole cover anywhere near here, so I don't have to go down the one they're in?
Sure. Although, you could just go into the doors of the bank.
Yeah.
Oh, I could do that. I was trying to trap them, cut them off. Okay, I'll explain to Aaron. Yeah, I think they're burrowing in rather than exploding.
I'm not... Okay. Do I recall any details that would indicate that? From
That does
my
not seem to be
investigation?
the modus operandi so far.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just go in. I mean...
But when you said turbine, I think, spinny thing, which leads to drills. So, okay. Go!
All right. Hang on 1 second here, guys. And we'll be basically ready. I just need to think, do I need to adjust this any? Yeah. Delete that. All right. Beautiful. All right. In that case, I can delete one of these, I think. No. Yeah, I'll leave that one. That should be... No. Wrong thing. Damn it. I have to redraw something. Hold on. There we go. I'll keep that. That should be enough. All right. You guys come in through the front door. I will... 1 second. There we go. And it is John and Errant. And I will make this map player visible in 1 second. Bang. It is now player visible.
Copy token.
I've copied it over already.
Oh, okay. Bank robbery. The hell is that?
Assistant bot. A penguin?
It's a penguin!
Yes, you do in fact see, it's sort of hard to make out, it's sort of just below the counter, but you see a build cap, and honestly it looks like a flightless waterfowl wearing a sort of a suit with a backpack with like tools in it.
It actually is a penguin.
Yep, with a bunch of robots.
Oh boy.
Basically, as you come storming in, and you see sort of looks like the thing. Basically, here's the vault.
Yeah.
That robot there is currently using what looks like a sort of basically a laser type thing, trying to cut into the vault.
Oh, good.
And as you storm in through the front doors, you see this is how you actually notice the yawn penguin. As it turns around and goes, "Bark! Bark, 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 bark." And the robots all turn to face you.
Oh my god. It's a penguin.
Oh, okay then.
You know we're going to have to explain this to the other two later.
What's this we?
You're the one that files all the reports, dude. Action time?
Yeah, you
Yep.
roll initiative.
Initiative. What the fuck is my initiative? Guess he's got a fucking heavy minus because I'm sitting and facing a fucking penguin. I'm not expecting this.
Wow, those guys rolled well.
Yes, they did. Walmart.
And then... Oh, good roll there by the penguin.
I never want to hear you say that again.
You guys got your initiative set?
Yep. Oh, I have.
I gotta put There we go. Oh, good. We go last.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, John goes before everything except for the big robots.
Okay.
So yes, you see two very large robots, which look a lot like what you. They don't look nearly as high tech as the picture there, but you know they're humanoid. They've got sort of a big sort of energy thing on one arm.
Goddamn clockworks.
The assistant bots are pretty close to what they look like, except they are lower tech looking than that. Honestly, it looks like these are cobbled together with various mechanical bits that have been acquired from various places. And sort of...
Is it just me? Oh, sorry. Does the guard bot look like that fucking robot friend thing that's been kit bashed?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, yeah. In fact, I think that's exactly what it is.
Then robots are like they were popular about what 5-6 years ago for Christmas.
Yeah. So these are bigger than that, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Hey, dude, if they're only about 3 feet tall, that'd be awesome.
Well, the assistant bots are. In fact, the assistant bots look a lot like what you think you saw floating up to the. They have actually little turbines on their back, which you can see in that picture.
Yeah.
So, is this where they came in?
Nope. Over here. There's a hole in the floor right there.
Okay, that is a hole.
Yes, it has to be big enough for the warbots to get in and out of.
Yeah. I find it highly convenient in this city that all these banks have the same layout.
This is only the second bank map I've used. I didn't have time to make a new map, so.
I don't know. I'm on a Yankee dude.
All right, so the warbots go first. They're gonna move back a bit like this. 2, 3, 4, 5. The two of them are going to open up on John. Guardbot 2 is going to assist Guardbot 1 to give him a better chance to hit. So basically what he's doing is he's firing a sort of broad beam shot to make you dodge into the way of the second guy, into Guardbot 1. He's basically doing an attack to assist to give his buddy a bonus to hit.
Yeah.
And I just need to double check his bonus to hit from my notes here. Where are my notes? There we go.
What
Here we
stat
go.
am I looking for here?
Okay. So, he successfully... Well, he would have hit you. Damn it. All right, so he successfully attacks to assist. Attack to assist is normally +2, but they have a bonus to this to make them a little bit more effective in operating in groups. So, Gav, this is against your dodge.
Yeah,
he
that might be a
crit.
crit.
Well, he crit. Didn't need the bonus. All right. Well, it's normally a power. What is it? What is the damage on it? Blast. It is blast 8.
Right.
So normally that'd be DC 23. It bumped up to DC 27 because of the crit.
Right. So my dodge is basically I roll d20 plus my dodge, yeah?
Plus your toughness.
Oh.
You've been hit.
Oh, so what does my dodge do then? Oh, cause
It determines how hard it is to hit you.
okay, it's only 30. Shit, is that only 13?
You only actually roll the dodge and stuff like area.
Your dodge, your DC to be hit is 10 plus your dodge.
Right, 23. Okay, I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
So my toughness is d20 plus 7? Or is it
sounds
9?
like, yes.
Because it says 7/2.
It's 2 without your outfit and if you're
7
flat-footed.
Got it. Okay. This is going to hurt. Woo!
Or not. You actually shrug it off.
Crit!
Actually, it's DC. No, you fail. You fail. You just you just fail. So you only have -1 to your toughness, but nothing bad happens. Nothing. You don't. I'm gonna say you don't even get knocked back. Well, actually, it technically would knock you back a bit. It'll knock you back like a step, but you manage to keep your feet.
Okay.
All right, John, it is your turn.
Okay. The fuckers. 3, 4, 5. I'm going to move up there to try and get near cover.
Yep.
And I'm going to take a shot at Warbot number 2.
Okay.
Believe it's +12, DC 23.
Yep.
Bang!
You definitely hit. Its dodge is 4, so you need a 14 or better to hit.
Yeah.
They are toughness 12.
Armored out the arse, so yeah.
Yep. So DC 23. It shrugs it off.
This is going to be a hard fight.
Work.
Aaron's the only one that has any combat capability.
The penguin goes into basically over here and sort of ducks down behind the counter, and you can hear rummaging noises and bits of metal sort of clanking.
Oh, it's building fucking... How's a penguin learn all this?
Why is this such a huge bank?
2, 3, 4, 5,
It's a
6.
fucking Western Union.
It's a little bit. It's bigger than it should be, honestly.
Yeah. I've worked for Western Union. It was a cubicle.
I can't even reach these guys.
Actually, we can assume you started a bit closer in if you want, Aaron.
Okay.
Not that shit. About there-ish or so, if you'd like.
Fucking penguin ears.
All right, they are going to basically the three guys in the back are going to be attacking to assist number 3. D20 plus. They're not nearly as good as the big robots.
Crit.
Well, if they hit, they're not doing damage right now. They're actually about as good. They just don't hit as hard. So that's the first one. Success, barely. Failure. 1 attack success. Attack to assist success. Bloody hell. All right, and the attack with the bonus. And that is +2 to it, so it's +7 against you, Errant. And it's a miss.
Okay.
All right, the assistant bots. Oh, I forgot the other guard bot. He's going to move to there. And he's going to... Actually, he's going to basically cut his way through the counter there so he can get out more easily. So, that's what he's spending his turn doing. With his laser! And the assistant bots are going to waddle over next to him. Eric, you're up.
Okay, I'll attack that guy.
All right. You're probably going to do a number on this guy.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
I'm going to fire my laser.
Yeah. I rolled a 21 against his parry.
Which is a whopping 5.
Yeah. So his default parry is 15 then, and which means that I beat it by 2 degrees.
Yep.
So he has to make a toughness DC 25.
All right. In theory, he can beat it. He does not.
All right. Please tell me that he's a minion.
He is in fact a minion.
Okay.
God for that.
All right, that's my turn. Yeah.
All right, the warbots are up. Thud, 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 thud. All right, number 2 is going to do the same thing as it did last time. There we go. It's going to set up warbot 1. It succeeds. Warbot 1 shoots at plus... Actually, I think that written down wrong. It should only be plus... Yeah, it should have been +4. It should have been +3. So it's actually only +9 on this.
Yay!
Oh, you see a comical flash of sparks from the gun as it sort of goes...
Epic crit to epic fail.
Yep. John, you're up.
Okay, right. I don't think my gun's gonna be able to do much against these guys. However, I can at least try and help Errant out. Is this this wall a solid like glass thing behind it?
It's like the classic sort of bank sort of thing. You know, it's it's wood up to about sort of like 4 feet up, and then it's sort of it's bulletproof glass. It's a teller station, but it's where the tellers go.
Well, sorry.
However, the door behind there is open over here.
Right. So it'd be a bit of a dick errand, but 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to start heading my way this way. There are teller slots, like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You could poke your gun through one and shoot. Absolutely.
Okay. I'm going to take a shot at guardbot 2.
Okay.
All the way through.
Zap.
Pew!
That'll hit.
Check.
Hitting these guys is not hard.
Yeah.
It actually fails. It's DC 23, right, Kev?
Yeah.
Warbot 2 goes down.
Yay! I killed one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Gav. You do notice that the penguin has been hastily assembling something that looks, well, honestly, it looks like a sort of an energy rifle of some sort. It's been pulling bits out of its backpack, snapping them together.
Oh, good. To be fair, I was worried for a second. I thought you were going to say I can speak penguin.
No. It sort of looks up and goes, "Mark! Mark! Mark! Mark!" It slaps something on its belt, and you just sort of like an energy field sort of crackle up around the penguin.
Oh, force! Where's the fucking penguin got a force field?
And it rises the rifle up at you and takes a shot.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's not a very good shot.
Well, what was it?
A bolt. The gun makes a sort of
digits. I'm surprised it can handle tools.
Yeah. A bolt of electricity goes arcing by and sort of goes and sort of arcs off that way. And the penguin sort of, you notice there's a sort of static discharge around the barrel of the gun, which sends the penguin staggering backwards a bit.
Okay. Fucking mount you.
All right, the remaining guard bots go. All right, these three, 4 and 5 are going to attack assist 2. 1 success, 2 success.
It just has to. What do they have to exceed?
It's DC 10.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. It's DC 11, I should say. It's if I remember. Let me double check that actually. It's very attacking to assist is easy. Yep, it makes the same type of check using the same traits against DC 10. Each one gives a +2 bonus. And the bonus can't exceed +5. So that is +4. So that's +9 against you. Zap.
Ah!
And another gun sparks out. Honestly, these guys aren't, super high.
They were built by a penguin.
Yep. All right, Assistant Bot 1 will activate his little little rocket packs and makes a little whirring noise. Whoosh. And flies up to there.
Oh no.
No.
That's his full move, right?
That's his full. That's his. Yeah, it's his move action.
Oh,
And
Christ.
he's gonna make it. Yep. All right. But wrong thing. That's the wrong stat. Say this. There we go. It is, however, effectively staggered, so it is dazed and slow. And this one is going to. All right, and it successfully assists Guardbot 1, whatever it gives gives Guardbot 1 a bonus. John, you're up.
No, I'm.
Right.
No, sorry, Aaron, you're up. My bad.
Oh, yeah.
You stay right the fuck there. Move in here, and I will attack both Garbot 2 and Garbot 4 with my multi-attack, so it's going to be actually a -2 to each of these against their parry. So 23 and 22.
Yeah, those both hit.
Okay.
DC 23 saves.
Yep.
Bang. Fail. Fail.
Shitting.
Wrong button. There we go. Missed. Stang, stang. Bark, 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 bark. The penguin sounds irritated. Now it's John's turn.
How could you tell?
Actually,
Sorry, no, it's the
Warboss.
warbots now, yes.
It's the warbot.
Well, the two warbots are going to turn errant since he's right there.
Mighty
And
warbot.
cutting the fuck out of them.
Yeah, so Warbot 2 will attack to assist Warbot 1.
Oh, thank God, that's just to assist.
Yep. Of course.
Cannon! Missed.
I'd mind more if this was supposed to be a serious fight.
Jeez.
All right, John, you're up.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to that. Pokemon going through the hole and shoot at that fucking assistant bot.
Oh, poor little guy.
Fucking die.
You miss.
They're dodge 10. They're actually nimble.
Oh, what? I have no rerolls left.
No, the assistant bots really aren't, yeah, they don't really have much in the way of offense.
No, but they're fucking building the things that do.
Yeah, they are. All right, the penguin sort of gets up, fusses with his rifle a bit, staggers himself,
Fuck off with that rifle.
and takes another shot at you. Closer this time, but it doesn't hit.
Oh my God.
His odds of hitting you aren't very good.
I don't want to see what happens if he does.
No idea what you're talking about, Gav. All right, Guardbot 1.
Peter, I'm a fan of orcs. I know what happens when you scratch build things in the fucking fly, on the fly.
He's going to advance on you, Gav, and he's going to shoot you.
Hey.
He's got an assist bonus from the assist bot and the assistant bot, which has big bonuses. Oh, he hits.
Oh God.
This is not as, I think it's power 7. Yeah, it's power 7, so it's a DC 22 check.
22, yeah.
Okay. I'm chuffed as sticks now, aren't I?
Yep.
You're fine.
Yay!
You shrug it off. The laser basically cuts it. It fires a laser at you, and it hits something. Basically, it damages your clothes, but doesn't actually hurt you.
It's warm and tingly.
Well, it's definitely hot. You're like, ooh, but doesn't actually cause any actual harm. All right, the other guard bot. There's one left. Guard bot 5, which I forgot to. There's one that I forgot to add. Okay. Yeah, there he is. 5. Yep. He is actually going to. Well, he'll take a shot at Errant. His odds of hitting you are not very good. He misses.
Yep.
All right, the assistant bots are up. Whoosh.
That's right, come over here.
Yep.
You can kill the assistant boss.
Yeah, it can just get to there. They fly fast. Oh, that doesn't succeed. He failed to get it up. That's bring the other robot up. It's like. Uh-oh. Beep boop. Alright, you're up. Oh, the poor robots.
See, the chat sometimes depresses me. Essentially, we are in a firefight with the servants of a penguin.
Let me double check this thing. I'm going to focus fire on system bots 1 and 2,
Yep.
so that my accuracy doesn't go down too far, but it's going to be a -2 to each of these attacks.
Yep.
So, oh, that misses. Okay, that one hits.
So that's on number 2.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's, yeah. Toughness DC 23.
Nope.
Errant employs gun cutter. Well, without a gun.
And that's my turn.
Warbots. Warbot 2 will, unfortunately can't move, so he'll just assist Warbot 1. He can't move and attack, I should say, so he's going to go after you again, Nick. So
Okay.
attack to assist.
Success.
Attack with the bonus.
+9. So. I'm so glad that these are ordered in the way that they are. Otherwise, I'd be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, they really would have been. John, you're up.
Get the penguin!
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not gonna. Actually, I'll take my shot first because I don't want to really get in combat with it. Guardbot. Pew!
That'll hit.
So against 23.
Oh! Shrugs it off.
Fine.
Like a boss. Well,
Going
like,
over
like a robot, really.
Like a robot.
Robot.
All right, the penguin is going to try to shoot you one more time with his rifle. The rifle sort of... The penguin looks down and goes,
No, I can't kill him. I feel sorry for him.
and he waddles over to the hole because he looks like he's plotting and trying to get away.
You fucking peg. Get you a waddling ass back here.
All right, it's the Guardbot's turn. Guardbot 4 will attack to assist Guardbot 5.
The fuck's a penguin want with money?
That's a success.
All right, Guardbot 5. This is actually against parry. It's making a melee attack this time.
Oh, okay. Good. Oh, just hits.
Oh, that actually should be 2 higher because I forgot to add the +2 for that. So
Oh, right.
26.
So that's against... what's the power then?
That's what I'm double checking. This is the melee attack, not the laser. It is power... Wow. It's power 8.
Okay, that's 2 degrees of failure then?
Yep.
What does that do then? Wait, that's not the right roll. What the fuck? Why is it that high?
That shouldn't be that high.
Okay, hang on.
Your toughness isn't +12, is it?
Oh, it isn't. Okay.
I half my roll and score better.
Go figure. Yeah, okay.
I don't know how that worked.
You shrug it off. All right. Well, you're fine.
Oh, this is an old version of the token. That's why. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got to edit the one that's actually on the first map.
Yeah, okay. The assistant bot is up. It has that sort of look of, oh dear. It's going to attempt to repair Guardbot 3 there. Oh my god. I failed.
Yep.
Barrett, you're up.
Stepping over the metal carcasses. Let's do another multi-attack. I'll attack assistant bot and then guard bot.
Okay.
This is -2 to each of these.
Yep.
Ah, another miss. Okay, that one hits.
Yeah. So the guard bot fails. Down it goes.
I'm just chasing around this one assistant bot.
Heep, heep, heep.
I always miss him and on the backswing kill something else.
Major stands in the chat. It's a technology check for a particular power I've built for it. Don't worry about it. It's more difficult than a normal check because it's trying to repair a defeated minion with crappy technology. So it's got penalties. The warbots are up.
Mighty warbots.
All right. Well, Warbot 2 is going to attack to assist. God, I wish it wasn't. It's unfortunately permanently staggered. So it can't. It doesn't. Unless a reach on its quote melee attack. Not enough. So it can't assist with it. It can't assist with its range attack to assist the melee attack, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
So, and you're too far away for it to be able to hit you in melee. So attack to assist, successful.
Okay, now
Attack
let's
to-
roll a 1 again. That still misses, though.
Yes, but this time you at least have to duck out of the way.
It's not like, oh man, that actually almost did.
John, you're up.
Closer. Right.
Blam.
One.
I never say this, but how do I tackle the penguin?
I think you might be too far away for that.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah, you are.
4, 5. I can get next to him.
Oh, you can move and attack him. Yeah, you can make a grapple check.
How do I do
So
that?
it's unarmed combat.
I've never done that before.
Um,
Unarmed. +4. Okay, DC 17.
Yep.
Should be fun.
oh, you
Ooh.
succeed.
Yeah!
And then it's opposed strength checks, which you are going to crush it at. You have a bonus because you are large and it is small.
Okay.
He does have a bonus to avoid being grabbed because of his force field, but unfortunately,
That's why I didn't bother shooting at him.
all right. So Gav, what is your strength bonus?
+2.
All right. So make a strength check at +6.
Fucking penguin! Spear!
Spear.
So John comes running up and tackles the penguin to the ground. You see tools and various bits of technology just spilling out of his backpack all over the floor. And he goes,
And then there was the time that John tackled a penguin.
Oh no!
well, the penguin is grappled to the floor by John. He can attempt to escape. So you make another opposed strength check. You get +6. He gets -2.
Oh shit! Ah!
Oh. He doesn't escape.
He's a slippery little fucker.
It's like,
This is so fucking weird.
Guardbot 1 would shoot at John, but there's a chance it would hit the penguin. So it's actually going to stump up to you and try to punch you, Gav.
Hey!
The odds of it hitting aren't very good. Of course,
Oh.
it rolled brilliantly.
Did so.
Yeah.
All right, so that is it's strength 6. It's a power 6 attack in melee. So
21.
Oh.
You
so
take
you're
another
bruised
miss.
again.
PWF, Penguin Wrestling Federation.
This is ridiculous. I'm holding a penguin while getting punched in the head by a robot.
Yep. Guardbot 4 is going to
Zombie
attack Gav.
Jesus H. Titty fucking Christ.
It's going to shoot at you, since it can't move and attack. Actually, no, you go before the thing, so yeah, it misses. All right, this isn't bot well.
That's the bot.
Yep. It will attempt to repair the. There we go. Wop, 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 wop. Aaron, you're up.
I'm
Why would I take improved grab? I never plan on being in melee.
just gonna do. I'm just going to attack Justice System Bot 1. I've got 1 hero point left. I'll use it.
Okay.
Okay. That is actually, because I rolled a 9 on the base, that's actually a 31.
Oh, that's right. Ooh.
So that's actually going to be a toughness DC of 28, which it can't make.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to roll it for form's sake. Sorch.
Kaboom.
Although that does leave the warbot up, so not the warbot, the guard bot.
Yep. All right.
As Aaron steps over the gradually growing pile of smoke.
Yeah. Epic shot is ruined as the camera pans round to see John wrestling with the penguin
Thump,
in the background.
thump. It's going to attack you with its...
Oh, that's reach.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Okay.
This is not that good. Unfortunately, it's not going to be able to get a... Yeah, it basically starts swinging. It's got basically, you see like an extendo sort of blade come out of its arm, but the arm freezes, the arm with which is his left arm, the arm locks up in mid swing.
It takes out this giant blade and swipes at me, and Aaron just kind of ducks behind Garbot 3.
Warbot 2 will shoot you. Not a bad shot.
So what is John going to do now that he's grabbed the penguin?
I'm guessing I can't use my other arm to shoot this fucking guard bot.
Honestly, yeah. You have to maintain your grab first, but
Yeah, so try and maintain the grab. Tuck him under one arm.
Yep.
I just got that image in my head.
You can't fail.
Make your roll, Gav. Technically, you
Plus
can't
6, is it still?
fail. Yep.
I'm trying.
Yeah, you are bigger and stronger than it is the problem for the penguin.
So how this sequence has gone?
So you
is
now have the penguin in a
thunder of
headlock,
bang.
basically. You basically
John Doe tackles the penguin. The robot punches him in the head, so he goes, ow, turns around, tucks the penguin under one arm, pulls out his gun, and shoots it.
shoot the robot.
John Doe can make any moment look epic. Oh, what? This has turned into a fucking Three Stooges sketch.
The guard bot will attempt to pummel you again.
Oh.
If it misses this time.
Yay!
The other one will... The other two... Guardbot 3 will attack to assist Warbot 1.
You mean... Oh, so Warbot 1's going to get a bonus.
It'll get its bonus on its next attack, yes.
Okay.
It succeeds. All right. And Guardbot 4 is going to do the same thing for Warbot 2.
Okay.
I'm cunning like that. All right, so that is it for the warbots. The assistant bots are down. Aaron, you're up.
All right, I'm going to step over here.
Yeah, unfortunately, you might take...
I'm going to attack Warbot 1 and only Warbot 1.
Yeah, it's probably the smart move. That hits by a bunch.
That is 2 degrees of success, so it's a toughness DC of 25. Which is definitely makeable for it, though.
It fails, though. You hit one of the vulnerable bits.
Sure you can, slash!
All right, Warbot 2 will shoot at you.
Freem.
With a bonus.
Yep. But it's only +2 because it's not being assisted by the other Warbot.
It hits anyway.
Yep. It's power 10.
Ooh. Okay, that's 2 degrees of failure. All right, that hurts.
Bizorch. John, you're up. You want to shoot the? You want to maintain the grapple?
Yeah. God damn it! I'm going low.
Work!
And I'm gonna take another fucking shot at this damn robot.
Hey!
Die! Fuck!
Robot!
I'm just imagining like these three figures wrestling behind the counter with laser shots firing off every couple of seconds.
So the chat's already suggesting start playing fucking yakety sax.
Yeah, Major Sense is right. You can increase the degree of the grapple, but not if you want to keep shooting the robot.
Yeah.
The penguin is going to try to escape again.
Okay.
This, of course, it is.
No!
You don't fail, Gav. It rolled a 2.
Yeah. Lowest dice rolls ever. Oh.
All right, the other robot is... The guard bot is now going to try to kick you.
I'm just going to go sit on the fucker in a minute. It'll be easier.
He misses.
It misses. Guard robot 3 is going to will step back and attempt to shoot you to assist. Oh, you can't do that. It's dazed.
Just tried to punch me.
I was going to step back anyways.
Okay. I thought you said it was permanently staggered.
Yes, it is. It's only move 2.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
But that's all it can do.
Yeah.
And only move 2. You are correct. Attack to assist from guard bot 4. Fails.
Oh, you know what this means?
Aaron, you're up. Yeah, I kind of figured.
Kill the big thing.
Yeah.
26 versus its measly 14 parry, so that's a 28 DC it's got to succeed against.
How come only my robot's made out of fucking invincibility?
Well, your toughness DC tends to be lower than mine. And also it has been rolling really well.
You're rolling crits.
All right. The warbots are out of the fight. John, you're up.
Oh, I can maintain the grapple. Yes!
Okay, yeah. I'm not going to make you roll anymore. You crit that one and it rolled a 4. You've got the penguin locked up.
Yeah.
Bang! Shove him in a backpack.
Yeah, that'd be easier.
All right. You hit the shot. It fails
Yes!
finally.
Finally! I got the penguin! What?
Congratulations.
Phrases you didn't think you'd ever hear.
Yeah.
That was the wrong. There we go. All right. Guard robot 4 will attack to assist guard robot 3. Success. That was a typo.
This.
Yeah, this is going to be over very shortly. I'm not surprised, though.
I can't hit both of them.
Well, they can't really move, so you've kind of wrecked them.
Okay, I think you're dead.
Yeah, it's pretty dead.
That's a 28 DC it's going to succeed against.
Well, technically you passed it. They're toughness 10. No.
Fucking Darkfall. Does it count as a touchdown now? Secured it.
Okay, John, you're up.
Right, since it's secured, can I move with it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Soon
Come on,
Penguin
Penguin!
Come on, penguin. I'm gonna take a shot at the last guard bot.
Mark.
Bang.
Mark. The penguin basically the penguin. You can sort of see the penguin sort of slump down. It's like,
Oh.
you broke its toys.
He had them shoot at us.
Oh dear. Unfortunately, I agree with the chat. I want this dude as a fucking team engineer.
Aaron's going to wipe the oil from his sword. Samurai Jack style.
Mark. The penguin sort of looks up at you with its little black penguin eyes. Mark?
Can we keep it?
You actually say that?
I don't know. It's a fucking penguin.
Mark!
I mean, who do we turn it over? The fucking police or the pound?
Mark!
Do you understand what we're saying?
Mark!
Can you, like, nod your head if you understand what we're saying?
It nods.
Oh, God.
This is very strange.
Mark. Mark.
I almost want to ask it questions, but I know I want to understand. There are so many things that I would like to ask a penguin robot engineer why it would be stealing cash.
The chat have already dubbed him a penguineer.
I do like that. Penguin. All right, I'll call the police.
I mean, does he count as a meta-human?
I don't know.
Do we tell Smith?
Mark?
Just hold on to
Okay, I've got him.
her.
I've got it.
Is it a male penguin?
Yeah. I'm not going to go through the point of establishing whether it is male or female, but yes, it is.
Okay, just hold on to him, and I'm sure the police will hear soon.
Mark. All right, the police eventually arrive. They walk you to see the defeated robots and the penguin. The police are more than...
This is exactly what it looks like.
Detective McMichaels is there, and he is utterly and completely befuddled. I don't know what the legal precedent for this is. Mark? He's sort of scratching his head.
I understand what you mean. It's not exactly like... This is very strange. I am going to propose that we at least bring the matter to oh gosh, what's the name of the
The NSEA?
yeah, because this does seem like something that in terms of legalities we should have their consultation in.
Yeah, we'll radio it in. The cops basically surround the hole, and the penguin is... Penguin... They say, I think we can put the penguin down, and it probably won't be able to get anywhere at this point.
Okay, I release.
The penguin sort of looks up at you, cocks his head slightly, gives the best impression a penguin can give of a sigh, and then sort of sits down on the floor and sort of...
Is he wearing the clothes in this picture?
Yep.
Look at the penguin. Did you make those clothes yourself?
It looks up at you, shakes its head a little bit. It's sort of... It basically is sort of like... You get the impression it's like... It's sort of... It holds up one flipper and then traces the other flipper along the other flipper as if it was sort of writing with a pencil.
Okay.
Right.
I'm going to ask one of the police for a notepad and pencil.
The cop sort of hands it over. Penguin nods and writes down. Basically, you're not entirely sure how it's holding the pencil in its flipper. But
I've accepted this because it was handling tools.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
Yes. So it actually writes down. It writes down and holds up the paper. It says, "No, modified the clothes."
Why were you stealing money?
It flips the pad back over, flips the page, writes a bit more. How else can a penguin buy food for itself?
Have
Can't
you
I-
been able to spend any of the money? I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but you do stand out, and I think that most people would react strangely to someone of your appearance spending the money.
It cocks its head slightly and sort of slumps forward and sort of a dejected sort of.
Oh.
It's very clear that the penguin hadn't thought that far ahead.
You just crushed its dreams, man.
Oh.
Arendt is going to resist the urge to rub his temples directly in front of the penguin. All right. We're going to get in contact with the NSEA, and
The penguin sort of all of a sudden pops up and then first he scribbles up something and holds it up, and you see the word on the notepad, internet.
internet.
I'm
I'm going to avoid telling him what the complications with that would be.
Yeah, it doesn't. It again hasn't thought this far ahead.
I'm going to completely avoid that subject. I want to say, listen, what I believe is going to happen now, we've contacted an organization called the NSEA, which, if you haven't heard of them, is basically the group of people best suited to dealing with unique individuals such as yourself and such as, well, not such as myself, but such as a number of people that I've met and worked with. And they should find a way for you to get food.
It looks up and sort of it actually looks relieved by that actually.
I mean, to be fair, the only damage he's done is to property and, money. He obviously hasn't spent any of it, so they might be lenient on him considering his
I'm
situation.
going to point at the penguin's toys that I've wrecked and say, have you had to use those against anyone yet so far?
It shakes its head.
Okay. Well,
It actually writes down on the paper, mostly a precaution.
Mostly.
well, I think that considering that nobody's gotten hurt in what you've been doing, that you might be shown some leniency. But we'll see what happens when the time comes.
It nods. It flips the page over and starts doodling.
Something occurs to Aaron, and he says, you spread rumors that you were going to perform robberies in different locations than the places you actually did, right?
It nods. Work and nods.
How did you manage to do that?
It flips the page back over, points at the word internet again. And then it goes, work, 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 work. And then it scribbles out something around, criminals aren't very smart. Flips the page back over and goes back to doodling. It looks like it's sort of sketching out some sort of mechanical device.
I look at John and I say, I don't think that you were really getting into the deep underbelly of the criminal underworld when you discovered that information.
No. I mean, I understand how criminals think. It's a penguin!
Mark,
Yes, he is a penguin.
Don't tell me you can fucking speak penguin. Don't tell me you just translated that. I agree with the chat. We need to keep him. We can't just say yes. We're going to keep him. There are laws to get through.
It is important for me to know if you're actually saying this in character or not.
No, that's to the
Okay.
that's our character.
Penguin here.
God damn you, Peter.
Well, I need to I've been holding this sort of for a fill in session, at some point, where if you were in the middle of, if we were like either in between plots or in the middle of plot, but someone couldn't make it, like this week.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. About this time, you hear a car pull up, and in walks Agent Smith and another NSCA agent, who's a bit shorter than he is. Honestly, he looks like he's of Asian descent and is he walks in sort of looking around. Anderson walks in and says, Errant, John. This is Agent Liu. He's new in town. He stops, looks at the penguin. Town. That's a penguin, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
I'm actually going to...
The penguin built these robots,
I'm
didn't
going
it?
to lean down to the engineers and do you have a name you go by?
Mark? The penguin gives the best sort of penguin-y shrug it can give.
Oh, like I understand that you wouldn't necessarily have a use for it. I was just curious.
Mark.
Okay.
The penguin built these robots, didn't it?
Yes. That is. Yes. What happened?
Smith actually pinches the bridge of his nose. Takes his sunglasses off. Takes his glasses off. Sunglasses off. Put them in his pocket. All right.
John, I came to the conclusion that given the pattern of the robberies, that he would strike here next, and turned out to be correct. We came in, we wrecked his bodyguard robots, and here we are.
Yeah, I wish I could say this is the strangest thing I've seen, but it's not.
No, it's not for me either. I think it might be the strangest thing John's ever seen, though.
It's a penguin.
Mark.
Yeah, and he built the robots. Been over this about 500 times. From what I have gathered, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to kind of make sure that the penguin isn't. We're not speaking openly in front of the penguin.
Okay.
From what I understand, this was a crime of necessity.
Agent Smith sort of pauses and, it actually probably was.
From what he's been explaining to me he can actually write very well, but I don't know how he handles, human implements without fingers, but I've just accepted it by this point.
Yeah.
I think that this was really a matter of the only way he can survive outside of foraging or pretending to be a normal penguin inside of an aquarium.
Yeah.
So let me just put this there. I understand if you do want to imprison him, but I think that he could do us some good.
Well, I'm not sure we can imprison him. I mean, I think there is some legal precedent about dealing with sentient animals. I mean, there have been some that have existed.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard about that. The case of Virginia versus Bambi.
Yeah. But none of them. Well, technically that was Bambi versus Virginia, really. But none of them have been. This is the first I've heard of a criminal hyper-intelligent animal. It's more sort of one's trying to establish the fact that they are sentient beings. So there might be some precedent, but if it's willing to help you guys out, I'm sure we could probably release it to you eventually if you're willing to vouch for it. But we have to take it in and question it.
Well, I don't think it really minds. It doesn't seem to mind answering questions. So, well, he doesn't. I mean, but considering that only half our team is here, I'll bring up the subject with them at the earliest opportunity. But we'll obviously keep in touch.
Right. I'll go over and talk with the penguin. Lou, we got to talk to the penguin. Agent Lou
Hear that today, Lou.
Agent Lou sort of looks up from the records of the robot, says, "All right," completely, utterly not phased. They walk up. They sort of walk over to the penguin and sort of.
Wait, so Lou doesn't actually seem to be put off by this?
Nope, not at all.
Okay.
Just, yeah, all right. Well, the two of them walk over and start talking with the penguin quietly. You hear the occasional work in scribbling a pencil and paper.
You know, you've got to explain this to the guys.
I know.
Oh, dear.
All things considered, I don't think that they'll mind as much as we do.
This is not how I expected this day to end.
I know.
Eventually, you see Smith. After about 5 minutes, the Smith and Agent Lou sort of stand up from crouching down to talk to the penguin, and it stands up and waddles out with them out towards the car. It turns its head over sort of shoulder over towards you guys, goes, bark, 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 and then turns back and walks with them, with the two of them.
I hope he realizes that we didn't understand what he said.
John's just going to look blank and just wave.
It's like, goodbye?
Well, I'd say this has gone pretty well. I think this is the first job we've actually finished. So congratulations, John. I'm tired now, and I'm going to bed before anything else can happen tonight.
Oh, yeah. I tackled a penguin.
I'm just going to ride back to base immediately.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm going to take a long walk back.
All right, you guys head back to base. I think this is actually a good spot to wrap up because, yeah.
No, okay. I think Peter's going to save that little plot twist just to, when things start getting a bit too boring. Aaron is all of a sudden going to start understanding the penguin and no one else can. He doesn't know why.
Oh, I have plans.
Oh, God.
Penguin plans.
At any rate, guys, thanks everybody for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this. Yes, Nathan, it was a short one. We were down Eric this week because he had a prior engagement, as I said at the beginning, and Arclight had to go mid-session. So I figured I'd just do a short fun session this week. As a note, if you're listening to the recording, you can find we now have forums set up. You can find them at mechagm.forumer.com. That is mechagm.forumer.com. Feel free to sign up there and post things in the various sections there. We got a bunch of different stuff set up. So thanks again for watching. This will be posted on my blog as always. And we should be back next week. So we will be off on the 22nd of December because I will be out of town. So thanks again for listening, guys, and I hope everybody had as much fun as I did for this session, because I had a blast.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Work. All right, we're done recording.
Oh, dear Lord.